Alright, if you're someone who saw the title of this video and you decided to click on it anyway, then I know exactly what kind of person you are. You are overthinking the hell out of your music career because you care too much. When you care too much about all of the external, what are my friends gonna think? What are random people on the internet gonna think? You put this wall up to where you're not totally vulnerable in your songwriting, in your content creation, in putting yourself out there, and that's gonna set the tone for the rest of your career. The biggest artists in the world, the A-list, the Taylor Swifts, the Weekends, the Beyoncés, they're totally comfortable and vulnerable with being out there in the world. Their private life no longer becomes private. Their music has to reflect what's going on in their life, their relationships. All of that becomes public knowledge, and I'm not saying that's where you're gonna be tomorrow and you have to worry about all that stuff right now. But to get to that level, to be one of the biggest artists in the world, you're going to have to get comfortable early with the vulnerability it takes to be in the art field, because art is a reflection of us, right? Whether it's songwriting, painting, movie making, it's a reflection of your emotions and your feelings. And even just to write songs and put them out there publicly, to release music, to put it out into the world, that takes a level of vulnerability that not many people have. But if you're overthinking all the other aspects that it takes to excel your music career, to get yourself to a place where you feel like I can really do this, and you're overthinking, what is TikTok gonna say to me? Am I gonna get roasted in the comment section? All of that can be broken down into 3 very simple steps and approaches that you could take in your career, but also in your life, that's gonna just ease so much pressure. They're what changed my life. I was able to go from being a dog walker fresh out of college to now running a 6-figure production business in Los Angeles at 24 years old. And I will literally give all of the credit to these 3 rules, right? Rule number 1 is nobody knows anything. That is my life mantra, rule number 1, because at the end of the day, whether it's the biggest executive in the music business or some random person on TikTok, nobody really knows what's a hit, what's gonna resonate, what works, because it's all just gut instinct and it's all just kind of dependent on the zeitgeist. So if you think that one opinion from one person is gonna ruin your thoughts on your song, it's gonna ruin your day, do not let it get to you, because at the end of the day, nobody knows anything. And that, when it comes to creation, the creation of songs, the creation of content, it frees yourself so much, because you're like, listen, I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Nobody knows. Let me just put it out there and see what happens. And when you have that kind of mindset to where you don't know if anything's gonna work or not, so you're just kind of throwing those darts at the dartboard until something hits, you'll be so much more forward focused when it comes to just putting stuff out, whether it's content, whether it's songs. Nobody knows anything. Rule number 1 is life-changing for just not really taking anyone's opinion too seriously and too heavily, which kind of leads into rule number 2, which is care about nothing. And I know that sounds backwards and I know it sounds crazy. What do you mean care about nothing? Shouldn't I care about the art that I make, and shouldn't I care about my career? But where care about nothing comes from is that you're not gonna let anything overly affect you emotionally, overly positive or overly negative. You don't know how many times in my career I've had promises made that I thought my life's gonna change. This is it. This is the big thing. And guess what? It never happened and I was crushed. So when you're like, okay, care about nothing. Nothing exists until it exists. You'll just be tunnel vision. If it happens, great. If not, it is what it is, and move on. And you're not letting yourself get overly emotionally invested into anything. Songs, potential opportunities, people reaching out with potential things. All of that becomes a afterthought of what's my main goal. My goal is to keep doing this, to do this every day, to get better every day, to advance the needle in my career forward every single day. And when that becomes the tunnel vision focus and you don't care about anything else, aka care about nothing in parentheses but the main target, that becomes such another freeing mindset thing, to where it's like, oh, someone told me my song sucks. I don't care, because there's going to be people out there that'll like it. Oh, my video got 100 views and I thought it was going to do 1 million. I don't care. I'll do better tomorrow. And just being so focused on the tunnel vision of this is where I'm going and I don't care about anything else is amazing. And rule number 3, the life-changing rule that has broken my career. I attribute all of my success to this one rule. And I know I always say, don't listen to the people that go, this one thing changed my life. But when I tell you that this one thing really did change my life, I swear, attract, don't chase. Attract, don't chase. Which basically means at the end of the day, every relationship, every opportunity can be broken down into 2 sides. There's the person who attracted it, and the person who chased it. So when a record label reaches out to you, they're chasing you and you attracted that opportunity. If a big artist wants to work with you and they DM you, you've attracted that artist and they chased you. So taking the approach of, I'm not gonna chase anything. I'm gonna put my best work, my best songs, my best content, my best videos, my best self out there every single day, and the opportunities that I attract are what's going to guide my career. You'll find yourself in so many rooms, in so many places, and doing so many things that you never thought possible, because the karmic energy, I'm not even like that like hippy dippy, but the like karmic energy of all that stuff is real, right? Like if a label reaches out to you because you're popping and you're going viral, then you hold all the cards. You get to dictate the way that conversation goes because they reached out to you. If you hit up the label, they know you're desperate and they know that they can put their foot on your throat and they can kind of demand what they want. So everything in the music industry is attract, don't chase, because when things are coming to you, you hold all the power. And it also takes off the kind of stress of being let down, being disappointed. Oh, I emailed this label and I haven't heard back in 6 months. And it's like, no, you should never reach out to a label, never reach out to a manager. Let them come to you by doing your best work and putting your best content, songs, and self out there. So please, if you're overthinking your music career, you've got all these thoughts running in your head all the time, you don't know what to do, you can't get a tunnel vision set on something and just go, really just watch this video again and really comprehend. Nobody knows anything. Care about nothing, attract, don't chase. If I was crazy and it didn't work, I wouldn't make this video, but I'm telling you from the bottom of my darn heart, because I care about you. If you're watching this video, then that means you're one of the few who are here early that are able to really digest this information. And I'm telling you that this is the secret to just getting that overthinking mentality out and being, boom, ready to roll going forward. If you don't know who the hell I am, my name is Ruff. I'm a songwriter, producer, music marketer, manager, artist development. I wear a ton of hats out here in LA in the music industry, making these raw, rough rants to help you out, just have that honest one-to-one conversation. Hit that subscribe button if you are not subscribed so you could stay locked into these rough, raw rants. I'm gonna be posting one every single week along with my like high quality, super professional whiteboard breakdown. So those come, Wednesdays, these come Fridays. Welcome to the Ruff Doghouse Squad. I will see you next week. Peace.